afternoon. Today I am addressing B.Ed Semester 2 students and paper 7A Pedagogy of English, understanding of different methods and strategies. Dear students, I have already told you about few methods before. For example, translation method, direct method, communicative approach, bilingual method. Now today I am dealing with silent approach. So see on this board, silent approach. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. This is said by Benjamin Franklin. What he says? He says that if you will tell me something, then I will easily forget that thing told by you. But if you will teach me, then I will remember that thing. But if you will involve me, then I will be able to learn. So he wants to say that, Benjamin Franklin wants to say that if you want to learn anything, you have to involve yourself in that thing. This is said by Benjamin Franklin. Silent way originated in the early 1970s, and it is the name of a method of language teaching devised by Caleb Gattegno. Who invented this method? This method was invented by Caleb Gattegno in the early 1970s. In this approach, learning is facilitated if the learner discovers rather than remembers or repeats that learning is aided by physical objects and that problem solving is central to learning. What Caleb Gattegno wants to say that in this approach, learning is facilitated. Learner remembers and or repeats that learning by physical objects. It is aided by physical objects and not by repetition or remembering. But learning takes place by involving in the what you want to study or what you want to learn. In that process, you have to involve yourself. Here, the teacher should be as silent as possible in the classroom in order to encourage the learner to produce as much as language as possible. See, as the name suggests, silent way, your silent approach, we see that here the teacher should be as silent. The teacher has to remain silent and the students have to work in class. They are encouraged to do their work in class. They are to produce more and more language as possible in the classroom. The main objective of the silent way of teaching is to help beginning level students gain basic fluency. What happens? The main object of this method is that in this way of teaching, it is to help the beginner students to gain basic fluency in the target language. They have to gain basic fluency. The beginners have to gain basic fluency, while with the ultimate aim being near native language proficiency and good pronunciation. They have to learn through silent approach or silent way of teaching English. Now see Suggestopedia. What is Suggestopedia? Suggestopedia is a language teaching method originated in the 1970s by the Bulgarian educator Georgi Lozanov. What is the name of the educator? Bulgarian educator? The name is Georgi Lozanov. He invented this method, Suggestopedia, in the 1970s. It is used mostly to learn foreign languages. This method is used mostly to learn foreign languages. The name combines the terms suggestion and pedagogy. These two words are combined, suggestion and pedagogy, to form Suggestopedia. The approach was based on the power of suggestion in learning. The notion being that positive suggestion would make the learner more receptive and in turn stimulate learning. Here, these two words, suggestion and pedagogy, are combined to make Suggestopedia. As the name suggests, here suggestions are given to make the learner more receptive, and in turn they stimulate learning. Suggestopedia makes use of music, a comfortable and relaxing environment, and a relationship between the teacher and the student that is akin to the parent-child relationship. What happens? This Suggestopedia makes use of music. This is a comfortable and relaxing environment. We see that when we hear music, we feel very soothing while hearing music. So in that way, the teacher and students develop a relationship like that of a child and parent and child relationship. In the classroom, the students are asked by the teacher to relax and make themselves comfortable. What the teacher tells them? The teacher tells them to relax in classroom and make themselves comfortable. Allow them to sit on the floor or lie down. The students are allowed to sit on the floor and lie down and to be with their classmates or listen by themselves while seated at their desk. Then turn off the lights, play the music and start reading the story. This way the method is taught by Suggestopedia. By the soothing effect of music, student learn, they turn off the light and teacher starts reading the story, and the students also learn but in the same process, taking the help of music.
3.
Now, what is skill-based activity? Skill-based activity is an actual skills practice during which training participants physically practice the skill they are learning. What happens in skill-based activity? The participants, they physically practice the skill what they want to learn or what they are learning in classroom. An example of practicing an actual skill is driving a car during a driver's training class. Well, here the example is given of driving a car, practicing of driving a car in a driver's training school or driver's training class, you can say. A skill-based activity can also be a simulation. What is simulation? That is pretend way to practice skill. You pretend and by this simulation way you practice certain skills which you want to learn. It seems pretty obvious that if the training involves actual skills, learners should at some point practice those skills. Then lastly, it is group learning. What is group learning? See, group learning is a collection of persons who are emotionally, intellectually and aesthetically engaged in solving problems, creating products and making meaning. What happens in group learning? There are a collection of persons. For example, in a group, persons collect who are emotionally, intellectually and aesthetically engaged in solving products. Aesthetically, what do you mean by aesthetically? Aesthetically मतलब होता है जो कि सौंदर्य से दर्शाता हो, सौंदर्य से रिलेटेड हो. So creating products and making meaning. इन सब चीजों से आदमी इमोशनली जुट करके they make meaning. An assemblage in which each person learns autonomously. In group learning, what happens? There is an assemblage in which each person learns autonomously and through the ways of learning of others. How they learn in group? They learn by taking the help of the learning of other persons. They learn autonomously. Anything which they are allowed to learn, they learn in group. Now there are 4 features of group learning. Number 1, the members of learning groups include adults as well as children. What happens in group learning? There can be adults also, there can be children also, and they are the members of learning group. Second point, documenting children's learning processes helps to make learning visible and shapes the learning that takes place. What do you mean by documenting? Documenting means कुछ दस्तावेज, कुछ पेपर तैयार करना. तो यहाँ हम देख रहे हैं, we are seeing here that documenting children's learning process, it helps to make learning visible. It is visible, learning is visible and it shapes the learning that takes place in class. Third point, members of the learning groups are engaged in the emotional and aesthetic as well as the intellectual dimensions of learning. What happens in this group learning? Members of the groups are all engaged in an emotional way. They are emotionally as well as aesthetically engaged in the group, and intellectually also they find themselves engaged in the dimensions of learning. Next point, the focus of learning in learning groups extends beyond the learning of individuals to create a collective body of knowledge. What happens? The focus of learning is in learning group is extended beyond the learning of individuals. For what? For to create a collective body of knowledge. They create a collective body of knowledge. Okay? Students, I have completed all the methods of teaching language. Now, I hope that you all have understood all the points. Please go through it, my videos, and see in my YouTube channel. Now, I have given you some questions to attempt at home also. See, attempt these questions. Number 1, which method is a midway between translation method and direct method? Is it useful for the beginners? Explain. This is question number 1. Here you have to write about which method, student? Bilingual method. Understood? You have to write about bilingual method. Bilingual method is a midway between translation and direct method. Remember this. Next question. Explain the merits and demerits of natural method. What do you mean by natural method? Again, I am telling you. This is direct method. Direct method is also known as natural method. So, you have to write the merits and demerits of direct method. Don't get confused. Number 3, write a short essay on multilingualism. I have already told you about multilingualism in classroom. So, you have to write a short essay on multilingualism. Next, write short notes. You have to write short notes on silent approach. Number B, Suggestopedia, group learning, and psychology of language acquisition. These all things I have done in my class. If you get time, students, you have to write these questions, attempt these questions in your home and make your answers. If it will be possible, then when I will come to college, I will check these questions. It will bring to me and I will see whether you have learned all the methods or not. Okay. I think so, students, you must have understood what I have taught today and what I have explained about the Suggestopedia and silent method of teaching and group learning skill-based activity. So, my request is that kindly go through my videos, YouTube videos which I have uploaded, and if you can't understand, you can ask me when I come to college. I will give you the answer, and I will see your answer also which you might have attempted at home. These questions which I have given you here on this board, and I have told you also here. So, okay, thank you.